Hi class, it's Fran here. I hope you're having a great Memorial Day weekend. I just wanted to clarify a few points for some assignments that are upcoming. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about was essay number 2. I want to make sure that the assignment directions are clear. First and foremost, make sure that you review your feedback from essay number 1. That'll help you as you move forward in essay 2 of different expectations that I have for the essays. But the biggest thing for essay number 2, what I like to think about when I'm approaching this essay, is I think it really is going to revolve around a theme of a story. So first of all, you're going to pick a story. You can choose any story from the syllabus, just don't pick one that you already wrote essay 1 on. That's the only stipulation I really make. Make it something different than essay 1's story. But pick a story, and you're going to be trying to prove the theme of the story. That's what every body paragraph is going to be working towards. Now, any sort of literary analysis, you're using textual evidence to prove your point. So you want to make sure that you locate quotes. You're going to have 3 body paragraphs. And in this instance, this essay, I'm going to want you to organize your essay by the evidence, by literary terms. So for example, what you're going to be, you might say something to the effect for your thesis. You could say, de Maupassant uses symbolism, character, and irony to demonstrate that people only get into trouble when they don't tell the truth, something like that. That's one possible. So realize that there's many different possible themes that you can get from each story, and there's a lot of different evidence for that theme. You're just trying to group that evidence into literary terms to make it understandable. And basically how I like to think of it is structure for an essay is incredibly important because it helps your ideas shine through. So in this case, I'm loosening the structure from essay 1 because I'm not telling you exactly what you have to pick for each body paragraph. But for these 3 body paragraphs, you can choose what literary term, be it plot, character, irony, symbolism, anything, I think your appendix number 2 covered a lot of that, and we have exercises on that too. But any theme that you feel is any literary term you feel is relevant to proving the theme is really how you want to go about it. And it's a little bit of a chicken and the egg. You might once you have the theme, be able to find evidence and not really be able to figure out. You might have to look at it and decide how you're going to group it by literary term, or you might know, say for instance, the Cask of Amontillado has so much irony in it that it might just hit you as clear. I'm going to search out evidence that is ironic that helps prove the theme. So anyway, just in a nutshell, pick a story, determine the theme, find evidence that supports that claim that that's the theme, and then group that evidence into literary terms. So you want 2 pieces of evidence for each of the 3 body paragraphs. Feel free to send me a private message if you have any questions about that. The second thing I want to talk to you about is there's going to be a pretty large 25-point extra credit opportunity that's related to Heart of Darkness. The movie Apocalypse Now is a more modern day adaptation of Apocalypse Now. So if you want to earn 25 points extra credit, what I want you to do is watch the movie Apocalypse Now. You can watch the Redux version, but you don't have to. That one's a lot longer. I know at Amazon.com you can watch it on demand. You might even be able to if you have a Netflix account, but otherwise they have it in the library at school. But watch Apocalypse Now, and what I would want you to do is write a 1-page response that explains to me what you think is the similar theme between the 2, Heart of Darkness and Apocalypse Now. It's when I teach in class, we watch that movie in class because I think it's really helpful to understand some of the themes that are going on in Heart of Darkness. So 25-point extra credit opportunity. Watch the movie Apocalypse Now. Submit a full 1-page response explaining what you feel the connection between the 2 stories is in terms of theme. So again, one last thing, I'm going to send out progress reports, just basically how your grade, what your grade is thus far. I'm going to send that out tomorrow, Tuesday. Because I understand that the grade book feature of Etudes is, unless they've changed something recently, my understanding is that it just tells you what your grade is thus far out of the total points for the class, which, you know, everybody's going to have an F because there's so many points that are yet to come. So yeah, so I don't want you to freak out about what it says in the gradebook. I'll send you a progress report that includes the extra credit points that I have recorded for you. So yeah, so hope all is well. Yeah, and again, feel free to contact me with any questions. And it's really been my pleasure working with you all this term. Keep up the great work. Bye.